B2B companies pay thousands of dollars for cold email marketing campaigns. I just built one in Twin in 10 minutes, and I'm going to be showing you how you can sell this exact service to clients. See, most businesses need cold emailing. It's a very effective way of marketing their services. It often takes tons of time and is very, very tedious. You have to go ahead and scrape the leads, send off the emails, and track all the responses. And most agencies charge anywhere between $1,000 and $3,000. I'm going to be showing you how you can build this entire automation in Twin for a fraction of that time. But here's what separates you from other freelancers. You're not just building some general emailing system. You're building a highly intelligent AI sending email system that is able to go ahead and scrape all these leads based on the requirement, send off all the emails, follow up with everything, track all the responses, and even put everything inside a Google Sheet. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video where I'll show you how to build this system. Okay, so I'm on Upwork right now, and I've just found a job posted on Upwork for the context of this video. So we can see a B2B lead scraping and cold outreach specialist needed. We can see the summary, a proven B2B outbound operator. You must have a real track record of scraping clean B2B leads. So I'm going to be showing you how we can pluck out certain information from this job and build it in Twin, and they can go ahead and sell this to clients. So let's jump into it. So we're going to go off this section right here. We're going to be plucking a few things. So number one, let's go ahead and grab this sentence, and we're going to come into Twin inside their conversational builder, and we're just going to go ahead and paste it in here. And we also want to put in some extra information so that just Twin has a better idea. So it's going to be in the USA B2B companies with 20 to 50 employees. Awesome. So again, just giving it a little bit more information, right? And we're just going to name it 1 as well up the top, because there's going to be a series of prompts as well. So if we come back to the job right here, and then the second part of the job is to scrape and enrich the data from multiple sources, right? What we're going to do is we're going to come back to Twin, and then we're going to do 2, scrape and enrich the data from multiple sources to verify the emails. And if we come down to 3, it's also going to be the third part, which is going to be write cold emails that consistently get replies. And then we can just do from there, write cold emails that consistently get replies. So just delete that. Awesome. All right, now if we come back to here, we can see, there's some other requirements of the job, but the last thing that I'm going to put inside Twin, which is going to be 4, just going to be track all of the responses, open rates, track all the responses and open rates. We'll do responses, open rates, and send rates inside a Google Sheet. Okay, awesome. So this is just obviously a quick prompt that I've built up, but the whole purpose of this is we need to literally go ahead and send this off to Twin, and it's literally going to build out everything. So we can see that's our prompt that was come in, and we can see that Twin is going to check if it can build this, right? A full cold emailing lead gen machine. And then here's what it's thinking. So again, it's broken it up into different types of pieces. The lead sourcing, so it's going to use a platform like Apollo, LinkedIn, which is very, very popular lead scraping platforms with our requirements. And then it's going to go ahead and search up the email enrichment and verify them across multiple sources to get verified emails. It's going to send off the cold emails, and then it's going to put everything into a Google Sheet. So we can see right here, one critical question: how are you planning to send off the emails? At the moment, we're just going to be using Gmail for now, but obviously I would recommend things like Instantly, Apollo, Lemlist, like dedicated sending platforms that Twin can also connect with. And we're just going to go Gmail for the sending. Okay, awesome. So we have everything now. Twin is going to directly go ahead and send up everything. Okay, so we can see obviously Gmail has some limitations. So the agent has provided a workaround. So it's going to send emails via Twin, and it's just going to do it by our name, which is perfectly fine for now. And then the roles and titles that we're going to be targeting, for example, let's just do like CEOs and owners. You can see that should be the final bit of information it has. And then the industry, we'll just do tech and SaaS. Like you can see, Twin makes it really easy for us to go ahead and just put in all the recommendations right there. And then it's going to ask for what we're selling. So let's just do marketing agency for SaaS. That's a perfect example right here. But obviously based on the job requirements, this is going to be different based on what they have, right? because I haven't really specified the details of the job, but I'm just using an example in this workflow. So we can see here is the plan. So it's going to be targeting CEOs and owners at US-based tech SaaS companies targeted between 20 and 50 employees. The workflow is going to scrape Apollo leads for matching for your criteria, enrich the leads, write a short personalized email, and then send via Twin. And then from there, it's going to log everything inside a Google Sheet. So again, here's the assumptions that it's going to be making. Start with a batch of 50 leads to test. Write in a direct cold email style, 3 to 4 sequences in one clear CTA, and then you update the reply status in a sheet periodically, right? And then we'll just do 25 as a small test, actually, just to show the capabilities, right? Okay, now let's go ahead and do let's start. Awesome. So we can go ahead and click yes. Let's go ahead and start the test run. And now it's going to use Apollo, verify the emails, and send off everything. So I'm going to check back in with you now once the agent has made some progress with scraping all the leads, etc. Okay, so another quick thing is make sure to have your Google Sheet open. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're just going to get our little ID right here. We can just go ahead and copy that. And then we can come back to Twin, and we're just going to be using the browser agent instead. So we're just going to send refusal because the browser agent is a lot easier. So it now should ask for our, obviously, sheet ID and stuff like that. So just make sure you have your sheet ID ready, and then the agent will go ahead and just build out all the information. So we can see I'll use the browser automation for Google Sheets. First, let me get the Apollo scraper lead details and start finding leads. So we can see it's using Apollo, it's using all the lead scrapers, and it's going to find all of the leads for us all automatically, guys. We literally don't have to configure any APIs. Twin is doing this all automatically. Okay, so we can see a quick update. It said, I've got enough info. Let me run the Apollo lead scraper to find 25 leads matching the criteria, CEOs and owners at a US-based tech SaaS company startup. As you can see, the scraper requires a paid subscription. So it's going to find the first one, which is the lead finder, which is the pay per use pricing. Okay, so we can see that Twin has successfully gone ahead and got all 25 leads. So now let me generate a personalized cold email for each lead using the LLM right here. So we can see it has all the leads that it's scraped, and now it's just going to be using the LLM to just go ahead and send an email to each of them, right? So we can see it's already done. It's already generated all 25 of the emails. So now let me combine the leads with their emails for preparing the final sending. So we can see Twin's just going through its thoughts right now. So we can see now I need to send the emails. However, I've got a rate limit of 20 emails per day. Let me send 20 now, and then note that 5 will need to be sent later. So you can see it's working around the rate limits, working around the APIs. It's doing everything. And we can see it's sending the emails right there. So we can see it's sent all the emails, and now it's going to continue with the next batch. So I believe it's doing it in batches of 5 right here. If we go ahead and see. So yeah, it's just using JavaScript. You can see all the emails right here that have been sent. Yep, so it's sent the next 5, and you can see it's just going to continue sending the latest 10 emails right here. Okay, awesome. So it's sent all the 20 emails successfully, and now it's going to use the browser automation to create and populate the Google Sheet with all 25 of the leads. So you can see it's literally simple as that. It went ahead and scraped everything. It used AI to generate the emails, and now it's going to populate the Google Sheet with all 25 leads. So you can see literally we did not need to do anything. We just sent our prompt up here from the job description, and that's it. We didn't need to configure any APIs, nothing like that. So now I'm just going to give it some time. Obviously, it does take a little bit of time to manually put in each of the rows using the browser automation. But I'm going to check back in with you once we have everything and the agent's ready to progress. Okay, so we can see all the data that Twin has prepared for us, all of the emails, and I'm going to go ahead and click launch. And now what it's going to do is just going to add in all of these leads to this sheet right here. So right here, we can see it has the browser automation right here. It's inside my account, as you can see. So right now it's going to just go into the lead list, obviously, sheet right here. We can see, and it's just going to import everything. Okay, so we can see that the agent is successfully in our new sheet right here. And all that it's going to be doing, as I said before, is it's just going to be putting in all the leads that we just launched. So I'm going to check in with you once this is done and it has all the leads to show you the final result. Okay, so we can see the agent is pretty much done entering all the leads inside our Google Sheet. So if we come over to here, we can see The agent has successfully entered. It's going to enter up to 25 emails, as I said, but I'm just going to stop it right here. So you can see the agent has entered all of this by itself. It's got the company name, the contact name, the title, email, copy of the email sent right here, the date that it's sent, and then the reply status. So of course we can essentially set up another automation to watch for replies, or we can tell the agent to watch for replies and automatically update this sheet again. But we can see right here that the agent has successfully done everything. So we just come back over to Twin. You can see that it's just finishing up everything right here. So you can essentially go ahead and market your services on Upwork. You could charge it per lead, per successful email. You could charge it in packages of 100, 500, 1,000 emails sent. And you can do it so on and so forth. It's literally so easy. You can just build everything with Twin. So without further ado, that's going to be the end of the video today. If you do want to see more tutorials, more walkthroughs, more videos building on Twin, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Without further ado, I'll see you in the next one.